Kamala Harris is not just destroying Donald Trump in all the polls right now. According to the latest fundraising numbers that we just got for the for the month of July, I should say, she's also dominating him in fundraising, in spite of the fact that as of this moment, her campaign is just officially 2 weeks old. 2 weeks! She managed to raise $310 million in 2 weeks, which for the record is more than double the $137 million that Donald Trump raised throughout the entire month of July. And you would think that Donald Trump would have raised far more money than that in July. Let's face it. He had a lot of things going in his favor for most of July. The month began with the Supreme Court saying, sure, he can have immunity for official acts. That was the first good thing, and I think that was actually on July 1st. So right there, boom, Judge Eileen Cannon dismissed the documents case. That was huge. The failed assassination attempt that should have generated a lot of sympathy and donations, that was huge. And that was, of course, immediately followed by Cannon's decision, then his announcement of J.D. Vance, then his Republican convention. All of that should have been a huge month for Donald Trump. And it wasn't. It wasn't even his best month this year. His best month came in May when he was convicted on 34 felony counts. Let's never forget that, by the way. Nevertheless, Kamala Harris jumps in last 2 weeks of July and says, hold your horses, bud. I can do this. And she sure as hell can. But it's not just that she raised so much money, right? That's a story, sure. But the real story is where the money came from, because that tells us even more. 94% of the money that Kamala Harris has raised, 94% of $310 million, came from people giving less than $200. As if that weren't good enough. Because that proves this is grassroots money, folks. This is not that corporate, big dollar donors. 2/3 of it, 2/3 of the $310 million, so more than $200 million, came from first-time donors. People that had not given any money to anyone in this election cycle. When Kamala Harris became the presumptive Democratic nominee, these people said, you know what? I am going to give her money now. I haven't given money to Biden, haven't given money to Trump, haven't given money to anybody, but I like what I see now, and they gave her, first-time donors, more than $200 million. Most of it, again, in donations that were less than $200 apiece. So the question is, why is this happening? Well, as I've repeatedly said, polls showed us all year that a majority of people, including a majority of Democrats, did not want Biden to be the Democratic nominee. Majority of people also did not want Trump to be the Republican nominee. They wanted somebody normal, they wanted somebody rational, reasonable, a little bit younger, that could do the job. And they got it with Harris. But I think even those of us on the left, even those of us that have acknowledged that polls and knew what they meant, I think we still... And we have to grapple with this reality, folks. So don't get mad at it. I think we have to come to terms with the fact that Biden was far less popular than we think. Whether it's fair or not for him to be that unpopular, which I don't think it's fair. I think he should be more popular, but it is what it is. And I think Biden was just way less popular than all of us thought. Because with him gone, we have seen all the polls flip. We have seen the donations skyrocket. We have seen everything start coming up Democrat. And it's amazing. So this was a good move by Biden to step out of the race. Harris was clearly the right person for the Democrats to choose. I have no regrets about that. We're on the right track. It's scaring the hell out of Donald Trump, and that's also an added benefit. But things are looking great right now. So let's hope we can keep up this momentum with the polls, the fundraising, all of it between now and November. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please Don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.